forgot to turn down the volume. Good evening. This is David Lynn, your prepper principal. It is approximately 7 p.m. Monday, December the 18th, 2023, just a few days from Christmas. Bert Beat's been doing a countdown every day. He and the dog. It's interesting stuff if you'd like to watch it. And I did link him in my live, or should I say in my premiere, I did link his channel. Sumi, good evening. How are you doing, Sumi? Good to have you in the house. How was your day? Busy work day? Thank you for like number 1. Too many pins, and I just dropped one. Oi! Gee, Nellis. Ah, dang nabbit. I'm bad. I'm getting bad in my old age. Put that right there. I am drinking coffee, Nescafe, dark roast. I did a short today that I put up, and it was basically showing me unboxing a pack of Nescafe that I'd ordered. And I'll order a 12-pack. There's 7 in each box. You get 12 boxes, that's 84. And it's $12.99. And I got Prime, so it's free delivery. And I got a pack of this in. And if you haven't had a chance to look at that short, I don't do a lot of shorts. And I try to make sure that when I do one, you know, it's 1 minute of your life or less. I try to make sure when I do a short that it has something relevant and is sort of interesting. So the idea of that short was, there's this huge box. And in that huge box, there's this little box of coffee. And I showed it and I pointed it out and everything. And, you know, and I put it to music. And it was a little less than a minute. And I thought it was sort of interesting that they waste so much cardboard in shipping something like that. But there's a lot of wastage. One of the big problems that we have with society or with the world is plastics. Plastics. The oceans are clogged with plastics. People just use the oceans as their toilets and as their dumps. They just dump crap in the oceans. And Julie, how are you doing? Julianne West, thank you for coming in. Julie from one of my ancestral homelands, Wales. I will be over after my live stream, Julie, and I will give you some watch time. Thank you for coming in. And if you want to know why my image is so bright, I've got a little key light right here. Those little ring lights right there about 3 feet to my side. People have been complaining that I'm too red or that it's not bright enough, so I went ahead and I'm using a key light that I've had forever. I usually use a key light when I do a video. One, it's got a mount on it, so I could theoretically mount my phone over on this side, but I'm using my iPad right in front of me to do the stream, and I use my phone to basically look at the comments because I don't see as well as I used to. And as I mentioned before, I am drinking coffee. I'm drinking Nescafe, a dark roast. It's very good Nescafe coffee stick. I've done a couple of videos on them. And if you, matter of fact, I did a short today of an unboxing. I bought another pack. And it just came in a huge box. Waste of cardboard, big waste of cardboard, really. Uncle Al, Bullfrog 79, thank you for coming in, Uncle Al. Uncle Al, I am behind and I need to give you some love. I apologize that I haven't. You'll also be getting mail from me before, well, hopefully before Christmas. I don't know how long it takes. I mean, I mail stuff out. And occasionally it takes 3 or 4 weeks for somebody to get something. And Smashing Machine, Mike Rise, how are you doing, sir? Young man from Australia. I had to apologize for a comment that was made on the channel the other day. And I apologize all the time. It's in my nature to apologize if somebody's offended. Something was said about Mike Rise's missus and her cycle. And somebody felt that was obscene, that had been said, and I apologized about it. It's like, well, nature. I do say children should not be on this channel, as far as I restrict it for children under age 18. But we're not here to offend anybody. We occasionally offend people. The truth occasionally offends people. And I try to avoid. And if you feel like I hurt your feelings, let me know, and I will surely apologize for it. I had somebody who's been a long time follower that I follow, a very intelligent man, I won't mention who it is, that was offended because I made a comment, which was true comment, true, but he felt I was putting down his faith. And I said, no, I mean, it's just a fact of life. I was raised in the same faith, but I know the history of the church, and I know the history of, and I apologized, and he sent me an email, a long email, and I sent him back an email, and then he sent me back an email, and I haven't read the latest email, but he was offended, and like he wasn't going to follow me anymore, and I don't want to do that to anybody, but I mean, sometimes discretion's a better part of valor. Sometimes it's best to just look the other direction. I don't want to break anybody's bubble, but Santa Claus is not. Santa Claus was originally a basically a person of the faith. His name was Nicholas, and there is the legend of Saint Nicholas. But Santa Claus, that's like the Easter Bunny, Idaho Garden Girl and Hillbilly Josh. I haven't been talking and haven't been paying attention. Good evening, Hillbilly Josh. So I've done a couple of videos where I showed goodie boxes that I'm sending out. And I may make a couple of more. And Idaho Garden Girl, you may be my next victim, but I'll film it and I'll show it. Maybe you'll be the next premiere of your goodie box. But I'm doing a few goodie boxes right now for people that and like lots of people deserve them, and I can't do them for everybody. I mean, I space them out, but I every so often I do goodie boxes and I send them to people. So I'm sending them to some of the people that I really appreciate, that have been with me for a long time, and that I support and that support me. So if you don't receive one right now, you may receive one in the future. Just stay with me. The other thing is, I'll be doing a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I'm 8 short. I was 7 short, but somebody left. So I'm 8 short. And Cokie Dog 216, thank you for coming in. Do I still take XL? All right, XL. I'm drawing a blank. Sometimes I do that. I'll hit myself in the head and say, how can I be so dumb that I didn't know what that was? But that happens occasionally. Right now I'm drawing a blank of, do I still take XL? Um, I'm using, well, they raised the rates on post office boxes. It's now $83 for 6 months for a small box. And I didn't continue it. So I've had my mail transferred back over to my residence. But if you want my mailing address, if you will email me, email me your phone number, and I will text you my mailing address. It'll be my home address now. And I really was not getting a lot of mail. I mean, every couple of months I'd get something from somebody, but I really can't justify it. I'd rather spend the money for something else, like I'm putting money into goodie boxes for people. And then there's postage for those goodie boxes. Those goodie boxes, postage on those goodie boxes is probably going to be about $20 a piece. So if I send out like 5 or 6 goodie boxes, that's over $100 right there in postage. So I'd rather do it on that than, than have the P.O. box. Extra large. Do you still take extra large? Oh, extra large. You mean like shirts? Yeah, I'm wearing an extra large, extra large t-shirt. 2X would probably be a 10 on me, but extra large is what I usually wear. If that's what you're talking about, Uncle Al. Yeah, I'm getting old. My mind isn't what it used to be. 7 in the house. So that you'll be aware, everybody should be aware because I talk about it a lot. I will be doing a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. And I had been doing a subscriber giveaway every 100 since 500. About a year ago, I was at 400 and some odd subscribers, and then I started working on my channel. And over the past year, I picked up about 1,000 subscribers. And then truthfully, in the last 2.5 months or so, I picked up about 30. So I really, since I started working and I'm not working my channel the way I was before, I've dropped down. I was averaging 100 subscribers a month. Now I've dropped way down. So it's taking me forever to go from 1,400 to 1,500. And Little Lone Prepper. Thank you for coming in, Little Lone Prepper. I hope your sister is doing well. And I'm sorry for the passing of your friend. May she rest in peace. So, Little Lone Prepper was the victim of one of my videos. I did a video on her box that I put together. And I will try to mail it tomorrow. And hopefully she'll get it for Christmas. And then I did a box for Dave and Echo. And I got Dave's new address. And I'll be sending that one out, hopefully at the same time. And then I still need to prep up several other boxes. And I'm thinking perhaps Idaho Garden Girl's going to be the next victim or next recipient, and I'll do a video of that box. And those boxes are going to be very similar, what I put in them. I'll be putting a selection of Tabasco sauces, and I'll be putting some stuff for fire. I'm going to put a couple of camp stoves, one that will basically burn on sterno or camp heat, and the other one which will use tabs. The one that uses tabs, I would say, do that outside. Boil your water outside, heat whatever you're going to do outside, because those tabs stink. Now the sterno, and I'll do a 2-pack of the sterno. This stuff at Walmart right now, and it's not dangerous. You can use it inside, and it's not toxic or anything. This will run for about 4.5 hours, the 2 of them. So about 2 hours, 15 minutes apiece. And you can turn them on and off. And it takes about 15 minutes to boil water with this. It takes about 15 minutes. So I'll be including a 2-pack of this. And then I'll be including some extra tabs. And I'll put some matches in it, some store matches. I got these on sale, $2.50 for a pack of them at Walmart. They're on clearance. Always buy stuff on clearance. And I'll probably throw an MRE in it, a military ration. Sorry. I am drinking coffee. Thank you, Uncle Al. So, a couple of more people that'll be getting stuff from me. Alan Sato, Uncle Al. I'll be sending him something. And also Justin Green, Pastor Green. He's one of my spiritual guides right now. He does a Bible study every Sunday morning. He does a premiere on a Bible study. It's usually 15 or 20 minutes. And he's working through different books in the Bible. Very, very good. Very, very excellent. I really enjoy them. And I always watch them. And I'll be sending him something. He's a friend. We've sent each other. You know, Uncle Al and I have sent stuff back and forth a couple of times. Pastor Green and I have sent stuff back and forth. And I don't expect anything. If I send you something, I don't expect anything from you. But I will tell you, if you really want to help me with watch hours. If you can, you know, if you've got like a second channel, or if you ever run a playlist, set my stuff to run overnight. You know, doesn't cost you anything. And it, you know, you're sleeping, you know, run my playlist or run part of my playlist. Help me with watch hours. If you want to pay me back for anything, help me with watch hours. Right now, I need my immediate goal is I need to get 95 in the next week, and then I can go ahead and contact YouTube and try to get the ball rolling. You know, for their, I've got to do a 2-step verification. I've got to fill out an application and all that crap. You know, I was sort of looking at what I need to do, and then it takes a couple of months for you to get a response, I guess. But I'm working on it, and there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Texas had a ceremony. They passed a bill. They're really doing some stuff on the illegal aliens and the border situation. They're spending a lot of money on security, the National Guard. They're increasing the forces along the border. They're trying to seal breaches in the border where they haven't finished the wall. They're going in and putting stuff in to block that, Constantina wire and various things. And then the feds come in and want to try to take the stuff out, you know, and they're filing lawsuits because how dare you seal the border? How dare you keep, you know, us from being flooded? You know, and it's just it's pathetic. But that's one of the things that they had a bill signing ceremony today about that they passed. And they better be careful, because the state of Texas is pretty much red as far as the all across the state. All of the statewide offices are red, and a lot of the you know, the big cities are blue. Most of the big cities are blue, but you know, the majority is red, and the reds are getting tired. You know, the red pill people, they're getting tired. And they better watch out, because there is a growing independence movement. You know, Texas has what it needs to really be an independent state. I mean, YouTube might not let me saying that, but yeah, there are a lot of illegals in Texas. There are a lot of foreign nationals in Texas. You know, there are over 50 million foreign-born people living in the United States right now. Over 50 million. Something like 10 million have entered illegally since the current administration took office. Day one, they stopped construction on the border. They sold. They had lots of materials that had already been bought and already prepped up to basically put in place. and they sold it in 5 cents on the dollar. You know, I mean, they're just contemptuous of our rights. And I am drinking coffee, dark roast, Nescafe with French vanilla creamer in it. Excellent coffee. Somebody said, you're doing a coffee talk, you better drink coffee. So I'm drinking coffee. Um, why, thank you. I appreciate it. Smashing Machine, you take care. Good night. Send me an email and I will send you my information, Mike. And my best to your missus and those 3 beautiful children of yours. God bless you all. So, we're talking prepping and such. I've been buying items, preps, and I've always, for years I've been buying ever since Hurricane Harvey, which was 6 years ago. That woke me up, and I've been working on prepping ever since then. SD Mountain Man, thank you for coming in, Scott, and Scott, Uncle Al, and anybody else in here right now that has served. Thank you for your service to our country, and please know that there are a lot of people who appreciate the military and responders, and I encourage everybody to thank veterans, thank people who are active duty, thank your local law enforcement. Law enforcement's your friends. They're not doing it to get rich. None of these people are doing it to get rich. They risk their lives. Many of them have given their all, or have been disabled serving our country. Thank you. And you can always watch a replay if you come in on something other. You can always watch the replay. The last 2 premieres I did, one of them was 7 minutes and one of them was 10 minutes. And I've done boxes, and I'll be doing 2 or 3 more box videos this week. So if you're one of those people that want to be in on the drawing for my Primo goodie box, which will also have a nice first aid kit in it, you need to leave me a like and a supportive comment on the last 5 videos that I've done. Now, I might hit 1,500 tonight. I might hit 1,500 tomorrow, or I might hit 1,500 at the end of the week. I mean, I only need 8, but I don't know when it's going to happen. But then I'm going to basically shut things down, and I'm going to go through my list, sort of like Santa, who's left me likes on the last 5 videos and comments on the last 5 videos before I hit the 1,500. The premiere I just did, that's one of those videos. So you take the premiere and go back 4 more back. Now, I may drop another, I'm on vacation right now, so I may drop another video or 2 of goodie boxes, surprise people, before I hit 1,500, in which case you need to take those into consideration. And unfortunately, there are people, Mr. Whistle, thank you for coming in, and Mike Crusher, I'm talking, not paying attention. Mike Crusher in the house and Mr. Whistle in the house. Mike just put out a real nice video on a Polish. I really enjoyed it. And then he had a story about the customs ruining one of his foreign rations that he'd ordered. Those people should be flying the Jolly Roger. They confiscate stuff, and I bet you they're eating it themselves. And Mr. Whistle, thank you for coming in. Appreciate y'all. If you have not, please leave a like. When this live stream is over, if you would, please go back and leave a after it finishes, and leave me a comment and a like. If you haven't done so, please do so. And you know, you can always do a replay. For those of you who want to do something for me, help me get my watch hours in. It doesn't cost you anything, it just costs you time on your phone or your device. I have 2 devices I use. I really need a third. But right now I have 2 devices and I've got 2 channels. I've got a support channel and I've got my main channel. I don't really put content on my support channel, but I use it to give watch hours. Sometimes you'll get a double hit from me and you'll get 2 comments from me, and the names are slightly different. And that's me using both of my channels to give you watch hours. So if you're one of those people that does a 2.5 hour live stream, then sometimes you'll be getting 5 watch hours from me from that live stream, you know. And the goal for everybody is to have 4,000, and then to be able to sustain a good number of watch hours, you know, every month. Right now, I was at 600, and then it dropped down a little bit, and I'm at like around 575 for the last 28-day cycle. And I appreciate that. And you know, and I could live stream longer. I try to limit it to about an hour once a day. And there are people that are doing like 5-hour, you know, live streams, you know, and a lot of it is just, you know, like silent live. They're not really doing anything. They're not really saying anything. They're not providing any commentary or anything. They're not talking about things. I always try to talk about preparedness, and I talk about my life and things that are going on, and you know. So 11 in the house. So a couple of things that I got got in today. This is a can of powdered whole eggs. Pasteurized, free-flowing, dried whole eggs. Made in the USA, net weight of 8 ounces. Ingredients are whole eggs, sodium, and less than 2% added. 18 servings and 80 calories per serving. And it talks about, you know, what it has. And I got this, and I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to make some tacos. You know, this is the equivalent of, like, when you use this, it's like the equivalent of like scrambled eggs. It's not going to be like a fried egg. This is going to be scrambled eggs. So I'm going to use this and see how it goes. And I paid about $25 for this. You know, about $25. And this is just this one is just an experiment. I try to buy number 10 cans, but I bought this specifically because I'm going to open this up and use it. The number 10 cans I buy, I don't open. I just keep them for long-term storage. And when I was a kid, my father had a real nice cross pen and pencil set. Whoops, better do it this way. And this is a multi-function pen set. Got a good deal on it. And so it works as a pen. This is a bottle opener. You can open bottles with it. It's got a ruler. It's got, I can unscrew it. It's got a straight slotted and a Phillips head. This one, again, it's got a ruler. It's got metric and US. It's got a float for level. You can use it as a stylus for a computer or phone. And it's got a couple other components. This is a screwdriver function. I basically got it for the being able to use it as like a ruler. I may not use the float. It's nice to have the bottle opener. One of the things I got for Christmas. Reminds me of what my father used to carry around. He was in construction, and he would carry around 13 in the house. Who else snuck in on me when I was jabbering? KP Heathen, thank you for coming in, and thank you for being at my premiere. Explore Our Village, thank you for coming in. Explore Our Village. How is the weather in Louisiana, Heathen? And how is the weather in the Philippines? And Wayne the Ungrateful Peasant, Anton Miles, and Mama Four Boys, thank you all for coming in. Wayne, I need to give you some watch time. I try to watch something at least once a week, and I need to really try to get caught up with you a little bit. I like those videos that you release while you're driving. You'll do like a 10 or 12 minute one. I like those. And you really have some good stuff to say. I really appreciate your commentary on what's going on. And sometimes I quote you. I was talking about the comment you made about getting a double stack, you know, for magazines. Like if you're carrying one of those traditional revolvers, a 6-shooter, or if you're carrying a single stack, with the way things are with the terrorists, you better get yourself a double stack. So I appreciate that. And I am drinking Nescafé Dark Roast, excellent coffee with some French vanilla creamer. And Mama Four Boys, thank you for coming in. I will be giving y'all some more love. Really? Plant a pencil when it gets short. Yeah, but I can go back and watch some of the stuff that you released a while back. You know, the idea is, you know, watching stuff that you've released. Every once in a while, I watch something that's I really like it, and I'll watch it again. And then when I try to watch it again, I'll try to watch it on my backup channel so the person will get the extra watch time. So, 12 in the house. Do you have all the basics, the bases covered for the basics? Do you have water? Clean water. Do you have a means to filter in clean water? This is, I've bought a couple of these. This will treat 60 gallons. So the idea, one of the things to think about is I buy 3-gallon jugs and they're stackable, and I usually stack them 3 high. And I've got about 60 gallons stacked over in the corner, and it's been there for a couple of years. So the idea is it's clean water. It was drinking water that I put in there, and I basically had used water from jugs, and then we refill the jugs with filtered water. Got tons out on shelves, you know, of drinking water, 1-gallon drinking water, and also 24 packs of half-liters. We've got a lot of 24 packs of half-liters. And if your water sits for a period of time, it can get stale. It's not going to be bad, but it can get stale. So the idea is you can use this, and it will kill odor-causing bacteria and enhances the taste of stored potable water. Easy to use, no aftertaste, treats up to 60 gallons. You've got a part A and a part B. And you use the part A, you put a pill in, let it dissolve, sit for about 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes later you put the part B in, do the same thing. You know. And then, you know, you got treated water. Yeah, that's good to have. And I've got another variety of those that I could probably show. But you need to have all your bases covered. You need to have water. You need to have food. You need to have, if you take medication, maintenance medication, you need to have medication. You need to have a means to heat and boil water. You want hot coffee, you want hot tea, you want to heat, you know, soups, or, you know, you got cans of stuff you want to heat up. You need to be able to heat. And likewise, you need power. A lot of people have dual fueled generators. They'll run on gas and also run on propane. I've seen lots of reviews on stuff and experts talking about, if you've got a dual fuel and you're able to use it on propane, don't start out with the gasoline. You know, don't use the gas. Just stick with the propane. It's a cleaner. It'll be easier on the equipment. The equipment will last longer. And then the other thing, you know, when you're talking about these kind of generators, make sure you do the oil changes. You know, when it tells you, make sure, you know, you get a new one, you run it for a couple hours, and then you do an oil change. And then ever so many hours, whatever it tells you, make sure you do the oil changes. Make sure you have the components to do the oil changes, the filters and such. And then you need to know how much propane it's going to burn. And then depending on what you anticipate needing to use it for and how long you're going to need to use it, you need to have the propane. The 1 pound green bottles of propane are going for about $5 a bottle now. You know, you can get the singles, you can get the doubles, you can get the quads. Now at Sam's, you can get a 6-pack, and trying to think the price. It's a little cheaper. I need to look that up. I mean, I've got it on my phone. Took snapshots of it, and I wanted to post some stuff on my community wall. So, yeah, you need to have all the various things to clean yourself. This is an example of a 5-gallon solar shower. You hang it. You got to have something that will hold the weight, and you hang it up. And you've got a spigot, and you got a hose, plugs in. You wet yourself down, then you soap yourself, then you wash yourself off. You supposedly can do it with. You want to use as little water as possible if you're on a water shortage, you know. And then you need to think, well, how often am I going to shower? Like, I think every couple of days, every like 3 days, every third day maybe. It also depends on where you're at. Are you sweating a lot? Are you doing work to get dirty? You might need to try to clean up every day. You know, if you're doing, you know, if you're really doing hard physical work, getting dirty, and that takes water. So you got to have a water source.